Morning, everyone. Good morning. We are looking at the Rutherford's model, and according to this model, I have explained this that atom contains a large empty space. This is why most of the alpha particles pass through the metal foil. Then there is a positively charged mass at the center. Due to this positively charged mass deflect the positive alpha particle, and they come back, and they come back, they are bounce back to the origin. Then the size of the nucleus, there is a small substance or something is there which is known as nucleus, and this nucleus is at very small part as compared to the atom size. Lesson number 4 and page number 57. Rutherford's model. According to this model, electron revolves around the nucleus at large distances from each other and form the nucleus. The atom as a whole electrically neutral due to the positive charge is equal to the negative charge present in the nucleus, in the atom. Electron revolves around the nucleus in closed circular paths. They are revolves around in the closed circular path, just like a solar system. The force of attraction between the negatively charged electron and positively charged nucleus is counterbalanced by the centrifugal force acquired by the revolving electron. There is a positively charged atom, proton are present there, and electrons are revolving around the nucleus, and they are balanced each other because the number of positive ion and number of negative subatomic number are equal, and they are balanced, so the atom is electrically neutral. These are the postulate, or according to the model says these things. What is the drawback of Rutherford's atomic model? Rutherford's model. The main drawback of this model, it could not explain the stability of atom. This is the main drawback of this model. It could not explain the stability of atom. According to this classical laws of mechanics and thermodynamics, there is another science, and this is known as mechanics and electrodynamics. And due to this, when a particle is in moving condition, they loses their energy, and radiate energy lose energy. As a result, it should gradually pull towards the nucleus. Suppose we are, and the electron is moving in this way, it radiate energy and lose energy. Electron radiate energy, Due to this radiation, it loses energy also. And one time it comes that the electron become energy less and it pull down towards the nucleus and the whole atom collapse. So this could not be explained by the model, Rutherford's model. If it was so, the atom should be highly unstable. If this electron loses its energy and collapse, then atom could not be stable, highly unstable, and hence matter could not exist in this form which we are seeing. We know that the atoms are structurally stable. Due to this, to explain this drawback, Bose has come. The Bose, another scientist, Bose explain the stability of atom. And this is the modern structure of an atom, Bohr's atomic model. In 1930, Niels Bohr, a Danish physicist, explained the cause of stability of the atom in the different manner. According to this model, Bohr's atomic theory. Atomic model. See, the electron revolve around the nucleus are confined to a certain fixed part. Electron revolve. But revolve in a fixed circular path. This fixed will explain the stability of an atom. If we are having the same path, we will move here and there. That's why the Bohr said that the electrons move or revolve around the nucleus in a fixed path, and these fixed paths are associated with energy level or a fixed amount of energy. See, fixed path are fixed path fixed path are called orbits or shell. Orbit or shell, and these shells are having fixed amount of energy. They are associated with the fixed amount of energy. Associated with amount of energy. While it is revolving around the nucleus in an orbit, the electron neither lose or gain energy. Neither lose or gain energy. An electron revolving in a particular orbit on gaining a certain amount of energy. When they are getting particular amount of energy, they will move from one orbit to another orbit. Is gaining particular amount of energy. Then electron moves towards the higher energy level. Suppose the electron is moving in this orbit. When this electron is getting more energy, then it will escape from here and move towards the higher energy level. When energy is given to a particular, then it moves to the higher energy level. With a fixed amount of energy, Bohr called it an energy level, and these are known as energy levels. Bohr said that there is a nucleus, neutron and protons are present there. After that, electrons are revolving around this in a particular path. These paths are known as orbits. They are having only particular number of electrons, and these are known as energy level also. They are known as energy levels. We can give them name, say K shell, L shell, M shell. If one more shell is there, then it is N shell. So there is a K, L, M, N shell. The number of electron is filled by the formula by 2n square. For convenience, these energy levels are labeled as K, L, M, N, or 1, 2, 3, 4. The orbit closest to the nucleus is the K shell. This is the closest. The distance between K shell and nucleus is the minimum. It has the least amount of energy. This is the least amount of energy level. Then this is having the higher energy as compared to the K shell, but this M shell is having more energy as compared to the KLM, and N shell is also having the more energy as compared to the KL and M shell. With the successive shells and their electron. Discovery of nucleus. This is the model, Bohr's model. Now, discovery of nucleus is done by the Chadwick. What is happened when atomic mass is taken of an atom? See, discovery of nucleus. By now we know that an atom consists electrons and protons. Atom has electrons and protons. Due to this, the atomic mass of electron is negligible. One thing. The another thing is atomic mass. Electron is negligible. Due to this, mass is due to the proton. Therefore, an atom of helium which consists two protons, the mass of an atom due to the number of protons. What happen here? When an atom helium which contains two protons should have helium, the atomic number of helium is 2, then the atomic mass would be would be 2. But the atomic mass of helium atom was found to approximately 4. But the mass of helium is equal to the 4. Why this 4 come? It means something is also there which is to be discovered, which is to be found. So it was therefore proposed that the nucleus of an atom must be have another particle. Due to this, scientists observed that another particle is present there and it should be found. These particles should possess any electrical charge but and must be equal to the mass of proton. This shows that another particle is present there. And this particle is neutral, do not have any charge on them. They do not deflect with the electric and magnetic field. In 1932, scientist Chadwick discovered this particle. Who discovered neutron? Neutron in 1932. Chadwick discovered neutrons. He discovered neutron by bombarding beryllium light nuclei like beryllium with alpha particle helium. What he did? He bombarded beryllium on alpha particle to get the nucleus. See, beryllium atomic number is 4 and atomic mass is 9. When he bombarded this beryllium on alpha particle, he get carbon atom, and one neutral particle, this. Suppose 4 plus 2 equal to 6. He get carbon, and 9 plus 4 equal to 13. But here is the mass of carbon is 12. One is neutral. It means this shows the charge on this particle. It means there is no charge on this particle, and atomic mass of neutron is 1. These particles are found to be neutral, so named it neutrons due to the neutral. This subscript 0 shows the neutral charge present on neutron, and this 1 shows the mass. This is the mass, neutron having the mass 1, but they do not have any charge on them. A neutron is a subatomic particle or fundamental particle of an atom with no charge and mass. It do not have any charge and mass, almost do not have charge and mass almost equal to the mass of the proton. Hydrogen atom, neutron is denoted by N. This is the hydrogen atom. Do not have neutron. Only one atom is there which do not have neutron. The superscript 1 represent the mass and the subscript 0 represent the electric charge on them. Properties of neutrons. This particle was not found to be deflected by any magnetic and electrical field because they do not have any charge, so they do not move towards any electrical and magnetic field. The mass is equal to 1.676 multiplied 10 power minus 24 AMU, which is equal to the mass of proton, and it is also mass of proton. So we can say that mass of an atom is just equal to the mass of proton plus mass of neutron. After the discovery of electron, proton and neutron, atoms have the following similar basic structure. Electrons are negatively charged particles that are found outside the nucleus and they are revolving around the nucleus. Protons are positively charged particles that are found in the nucleus of the atom. And the neutrons are electrically neutral particles that are also found in the nucleus. Neutrons slightly heavier than proton. One thing is, we have to know that neutrons are slightly heavier than proton. This is the main thing. This is all about the Bohr's atomic model and discovery of neutron. Here is a comparison between Dalton's atomic theory and modern atomic theory. According to Dalton's atomic theory, atoms are indivisible particles. But according to modern atomic theory, atoms are divisible into subatomic particles like electron, proton and neutron. Atoms can neither be created nor be destroyed. This theory given by the Dalton. And according to modern theory, atoms can be created and destroyed by the nuclear fission and fusion by bombarding alpha particle or uranium and other thing. So atoms can be created and destroyed by the nuclear fission and fusion. The atoms of an element like in all respect, but they differ from atom to other element. They are same in one element, but they differ from one element to another element. But according to modern theory, atoms of the element may not be alike in all respect as seen in the isotopes. There is a isotopes are the number, see, uh, see chlorine. Isotopes of chlorine is when the atomic number are the same but the atomic mass is different. This is, here is 35, here is 37. Suppose carbon, it is C6, C612, but isotopes of carbon is C14. It means the atomic number are the same but the atomic mass is different. So in case of isotopes, elements are not alike. Atoms of element combine in small whole numbers to form molecules. According to Dalton's theory, elements combine to form small molecule. Suppose they form O2. It forms this in a small molecule. But in case of modern theory, they form a very big, such as thousands of number can combine together in organic compound. Thousands of number can combine to form a molecule. This is there is a difference between Dalton's atomic theory and modern atomic theory. Do you want to ask anything? Yes, kindly reply. Otherwise, I will start the new topic. Do you want to ask? Have you any doubt? Okay, now I am taking atom, its structure. Now, what is the structure of atom after getting the all subatomic particle like electron, proton and neutron? Atoms is built up of a number of subatomic particles, and these subatomic particles of a great importance in understanding the structure of an atom are electron, proton and neutron. The properties of electron, proton are in this way: electron, proton and neutron. Symbol: charge, mass, here the symbol, then charge, then mass, atomic mass, and mass in gram. Electron, we can represent the electron by this -1 or 0, 1 E or 0. It means it do not have atomic mass on them. Or electron, this. Proton, we can represent the H1 or 1 or P plus. And nucleus, it is N0, 1 or N. There are two types of representation of mass. We can represent the electron by -1 electron and 0. It means it do not have a proper atomic mass on them. Protons are just equal to the mass of hydrogen, so it is represented by the hydrogen number. One is the atomic number and one is the mass, because there is number of neutron is 0 there. Or in case of simple way, we can represent the mass proton P plus. In case of neutron, it is 0. It means it do not have any charge on them, and then atomic mass is just equal to the mass of the proton. Or we can represent the atomic number neutron by this n only. What is the charge? It is having -1 charge, it is having +1 charge, and it is having 0 charge, no charge on them. Proton has 1 atomic mass, and neutron is also having 1 atomic mass. But in case of electron, it has 1 by 1840 times smaller as compared to the mass of proton or mass of neutron. Due to this, the mass of proton is this, and the mass of neutron is also same, because they are having the almost same mass. But due to this this mass is dividing by the 1840, it is just equal to the 9.1 multiply 10 power minus 28 gram. This is the comparative characteristics of electron, proton and neutron. There is two structural part of an atom. One is nucleus and the other is empty space. Two structural part. One is nucleus another is empty space. See, it is the nucleus, neutron and proton is present there. There is an empty space between the shells. So these are the empty spaces. Orbits, electron revolve in orbit or shell, and this is known as orbit. Electrons are revolving in this orbit. This orbit is known as shell also. Nucleus, the proton and neutrons collectively known as nucleons. What are nucleons? Neutrons and protons collectively known as nucleons are found in the central part of the nucleus of the atom. Then the other thing is orbit. They are the imaginary part. It is a imaginary path where electron revolve and around the nucleus of an atom. Atomic number. And this atomic number represented by the Z, capital Z. An atom is an element, has its own characteristics. It has its own characteristics of presence protons in its nucleus, and this is due to the number of protons. this atomic mass is given just equal to the number of proton, and it has its own characteristics which distinguishes it from another atom. This is the main thing. The number of proton is different in all elements. Due to this, the atomic number is the main characteristics of a particular atom. Then other is the characteristics number. It means number of proton is called the atomic number. It is also known as atomic number, which is denoted by the capital Z. The atomic number is therefore equal to the number of electrons in the neutral atom of an atom. This number of proton is just equal to the number of electron. So we can say that the atomic number is just equal to the number of proton or number of electron. Number of proton gives the total positive charge present in the nucleus of an atom. Atomic number is a unique number. Just suppose, just like we are having the unique number, our Aadhaar card number. We all are having the different number because we are having the different identification mark. So this number of proton is a unique for total positive number of is atomic number is a unique number for a particular atom. The atomic number of an element is the number of electrons present in the neutral atom, protons present in the nucleus, and positive charge in the nucleus of its atom. How we can represent the representation of atoms, elements? Symbolic representation. See, this X represents the symbol of a element. Then here subscript is denoted by the atomic number Z, and the atomic mass is given at the superscript or a top of the symbol. Suppose Z is atomic number, and this Z is equal to the number of proton and number of electron, equal to the number of proton and equal to the number of electron. Mass number, this is known as mass number. Mass number is given at the top of the symbol, and it is just equal to the number of proton plus number of neutron. Number of proton plus number of neutron. So that we know that the number of proton is equal to the number of electron, and